Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It's the Rise of Nation. It's episode 5 of the Rise of Nation. Yeah, it is, because we played them in the Cup Renders in episode 3, 4, whatever. Episode 5. I'm here with you today on the 30th. It's 8 in the morning. I still haven't had a youth intake. I was actually getting worried that I'm not getting one. I've clicked on B 1893, and they've got youth intake on the 30th. It's the 30th at 8. So I think if I sim forward, we're about to get a youth intake reaction live, which is amazing. Because I was like, oh, they're key prospects like these guys here. And I'm like, oh, but they actually got a youth intake. Their key prospect, by the way, is this guy. He's actually not bad. I'll give him a scout. But yeah, we're about to get a youth intake, I think, live. Since we last met against Vast, we have only played the one game because one game got postponed. I think it was this... who was it? I think it was this Arias game that got postponed due to waterlogged pitch. We played Brand. We won 4-1. The boys look good. The Nova Rider, thank you for the follow. But yeah, this should be a live youth intake. It's meant to be a golden generation for the club. If anything, actually, if I can browse right now quickly before that screen goes away, I'll read it out. Meant to be a golden generation. Yeah, every position's meant to be really poor. So, yeah. The stream's hyped. YouTube as always. Links down below. Like, subscribe, and come follow us live on Twitch where it all happens. Alright, I can still show you the screen. Beautiful. Youth candidates. See what I mean? Here we go. Healthy number of new fullbacks in the pipeline. Potential centre-backs is a lot. And it's meant to be a real golden generation. But if you read through, no DMs, no attacking mids, no real wingers, no good goalkeepers. Fullbacks aren't the best, even though they said there's good fullbacks in the pipeline. Centre-backs going through, it don't look like they won't make the grade, even though there's a lot of centre-backs coming through. So for me, if we're going to get a good youth intake, it's going to probably be a striker. But even then, it says striker and wing-backs. I don't know what position they're talking about. A sweeper? But yeah, so it's meant to be a golden generation, but at the same time, every position is meant to be poor. I don't know. Hopefully, we just get it today. In terms of this episode, I'm going to play this Yama Booked game as one of the games of the episode. I'm going to give you a few games here. Try and pick the biggest games of this next little run. I'm going to come back and show you them and the highlights of other games, and then I'm going to come back for the final time for this season and give you the last 3 games of the season is what I think I'm going to do. Yeah, exactly, Dim. He's like, it's meant to be a golden generation, but it's crappy. I'm like, yeah. Maybe because in the club's history, they've never really had a youth intake, because it's the first time in the club's history, that maybe this is going to be a youth intake that's not great. I also am sitting here without a youth intake, and everyone else has had a youth intake, and there might be a fact that I'm not getting youth intake, but that would be weird in itself. Because surely we're getting a youth intake, right? It's now the 31st. If I don't get a youth intake, I'm going to be very, 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 very concerned. Oh my goodness. Dim. Dim. Dimmy. Dim, dim. 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 There's a guy that's already... There's 2 guys already 2.5 stars. This guy's meant to be the best one. We're going to start with him. Wow. All right. Before anything happens, FM, don't crash. Save the game. Save the game. That is a golden generation. That is a golden generation. We have a lot of guys. It has to be said, we are in the level where a lot of players are probably going to reach this level, so that's why they've got this potential. But anyone that's got 2.5 stars is going to be good. Tobias. He's got 16 determination. 16. He's got no pace, but 16 determination. Give him a contract. Approach to sign. Breakthrough prospect, yes. Please someone can sign him. Youth contract done for a year. Yes. Wow. All right, we're going to go in order of ability, I reckon, because this Ep521 guy, he's got 2 determination. He has to be like Nigerian or something else, Ghanaian. He's not the worst, you know. 13 technique. He's okay. He's already at the level. Like, he's already at a very good level. He wouldn't be the worst at all. Approach to sign here on a breakthrough prospect on a youth contract. Yes. Right. Now we're just going to go in, like, order. They come in. So we got Nielsen here. He's meant to be a young centre-back that looks pretty decent. Right. 14 tackling. 6 foot, okay, not the worst. Approach the sign, not a problem. We're going to get him here on an amateur deal, which is even better for me. right? And then we got Ask Holgerberg as a striker. Either footed, which I like. Got 13 flair, which is not bad. He's okay. Like, he'll do a job in the 19s. He's not really going to play for me. Homegrown, future prospect, amateur contract, perfect. Right, next is this Kroll guy. He's actually really nice. He's actually good. Like, no, I'm not Berger, I don't think. He's actually okay. He's got 12 determination, decent physicals for a young kid. He's okay. He's not bad. He's one of the better ones of the lot, I think. Cool. Then we got another striker here in Jewel. Get him in the first team. Get him in the first team. Wow. Him in the shoe. 6'6". And I was scared of the shoe. He's 6'6", can finish for the level, can dribble at 13, and has flair. Rename him the Jewel. He's the jewel in the crown. Hello, the Jewel. The Jewel is in. Approach to sign. Future prospect. Amateur. Nah, I want to give you a youth contract of £50. Done. I don't want you going anywhere. The name, the Jewel, move him to the senior squad. Thanks for coming. Straight off the bat. Straight to the senior squad. So the Jewel. Tobias is also going into the senior squad as well because he's going to be on the bench. Right? As well. I've already got a thing on Tobias. Right? And we got Mark now. I looked at this, it was like, yeah, 12 finishing, 13 composure, 13 determination. I was like, oh, hello, you're not bad. 13 acceleration, and I was like, oh, good, and then the pace lacks. That sucks, and no strength. He nearly would, if he had physicals, we would be talking about a guy that's really good. Be interesting to see what the game gives us one of these guys, our hot prospect. And then we got Arnie Hansen, young centre-back, can play full-back. He's not really that great, but he's okay. He's a bit of a mercenary, which is nice to know. You can always use a mercenary. Tim Blon as well. Another young centre-back. 17-year-old, 6'1". Good determination. Okay, physical's not the greatest, not the worst. Decently well-rounded. So he's not bad either. We've actually got some really good guys in. So we've got this upper Champong guy. Who's not bad. And then now we're just going to have a look at a couple of the guys that are 4-star just in case. Because you sometimes get some really decent ones. He isn't. 16-year-old not asked. We looked at Tim Blom, didn't we? Yeah, we did. All right. And this guy here, and Hansen. He's actually okay. 15 leadership as well. One of he's related to the Hansen at the club. Don't know. I'll pressure sign him. Why not? He looks decent. All right. The rest is going to be up to the board. There's no one else that's really good. In terms of club info, none of that is our best. In terms of our hot prospects. But yeah. The Jewel signed a youth contract. I'm glad. He's now the... Get him on the bench, mate. Here you come, the Jewel. Where are you? On the bench. Sorry, Heslov, you're out. Oh, baby. Someone teach him how to play with his back towards goals. Actually, no. Teach him to run around the goalkeeper. 13 dribbling, go around the goalkeeper. Wow. Right. I want to know. There's a game here. We're playing on the same day as them. Here. I want to know who else. I want to know if one of the other lads... I think that Morgenstein guy at left back is going to be the real hot prospect. And that's what we're going to find out here for YouTube. And then, yeah. The Jewel and the Shoe playing up top. It may happen. And then I put Liddell at right wing. Over Sorensen. Oh, that's talking filth. But I think what I'll do is I'll use the Jewel, right, in a super sub manner. We need a goal. Chuck up a 6'6" guy, whip a ball a bit earlier, float the ball in. The Jewel and the Shoe, 6'6" and 6'2" with jumping reach. See you later. Get your flick-ons and away you go. I think that's what I will do. free striker formation. The Dole's actually can play naturally out wide, and apparently is his best formation on the right. So I could get them all in. All right, this is taking too long, YouTube. Just want to see if anyone else signs a contract here. I think what we can do, YouTube, is maybe come back once we're at the Jumma Booked football club game. And then, yeah, but we'll wait and we'll see. Maybe it'll click over now. Just want to see who else has signed a contract here quickly. Contract set to expire, a few of them. Jules now home grade. He accepts to stay. All right. So the Jules is going to be that guy there. All right, YouTube. If I see more offers come in and more people going to stay, and this updates, I'll show you. But we'll come back with a Jumma Booked game here as well. And I might just give you only that game there as well. Call this youth intake. And then we'll do an episode based on the next few games coming up. Welcome back, YouTube. It is now the day that we play Jumma Booked FC. We have a big game against them, which is really, really, really nice to see. And then I'm in the States. Nice, Jack. We just had Jack follow as well, YouTube. I don't think you quite caught that. But yeah, nice in the States. Bit late over there, isn't it, Jack? But yeah, like I said, I'll show you, Tobias, when he did join, is our prospect. It's also important to note he's already on a league operating at a Division 2 level, which is really good, which kind of just shows you how good Brenz is, that he's currently operating at this level too. By the way, Brenz is leaving on a free at the end of the year. I just have no money to sign him. But I would love to pick him up on a free as well. You know, there's a few clubs there that are really, really, really looking at him in the Swedish First Division, Israeli Premier Division, and this team that's getting promoted from the top division, who are professional. And like, yeah, I'm going to do a proper scout of every hot prospect in Denmark at the end of the season. So because of that, Winston's made the bench as well, and the Jewel, all 6'6" of him, is making the bench as well. But yeah, I'm hoping that we do a job here. Ibsen was on international duty, now is back as well. And apart from that, it's the same team that you would have seen Twitch before. But yeah, for you guys, Sorensen, Mickey Elson has been banging him in as well. Important to note that too. And like, yeah, I'm feeling really, 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 really good about where we're going with the team as well. Look, if we can win this game against Jumma Booked, I don't think we're going to get pulled into this relegation scrap. Technically speaking, if we win every game from now on end, B93 did drop a game against bottom at the time. They're now like 11th. And Nainsby, in the last match day where our game was postponed, they lost 2-0. We would actually win the league. So every game, if we treat it like a cup final, we would be okay. Anyway, two boys want that. Morgenstein wants the number 4. I can't give it to you, but I will one day. And 18, it's not there. Have the 28, mate. Actually, no, you're not. Not 28, mate. Have the 99, the Cult Hero 99. Please do it. Do it. And 43 will work there. So the Cult Hero 99 as well. A few boys look happy. A few boys are a bit, whatever. No Jacob Italiano to play for Italy this time. Going to persuasion mode. Yeah, I hate when Jacob Italiano does that for the Australian national team. Because in real life, he knows that he's going to play for Australia. But yeah. Anyway, Jumma Booked looks pretty decent. They're a decent side. They currently sit 6th. But I want you guys to pick off where you left off last time. The boys seem not half-assed about it, but that's okay. They're probably more thinking about let's win this game and go to the pub. Don't blame them. They are playing with this system here. I'm just going to press both fullbacks, and that's it for now. If there's 6 dots picking up a lot, I'll man mark him. Score prediction in the chat. From what's been going on, we've won our last 5 games, undefeated in our last 6. As long as we score first, we're okay. And these are the games that I'm like, on paper, these are the games that we sort of would have dropped without the quality that we've picked up. Now that we've picked up a bit more quality at the back, I think we can really go and try and win these games, as Pedersen's probably beat. Yep, that's 1-0. I love when you listen to me, Football Manager. It's so great. SI doing SI things where they listen to you, and there you go. Literally talking about how good we've been at the back since the new signings, and we're 1-0 down inside 5 minutes. Good stuff, and Pedersen's been really good in goals, but it doesn't look like it there, does it? Great stuff. Anyway, away we go. This is the only game I'm going to play in this episode. I'm going to make this the Golden Generation episode. And then next episode will be a B93 special against top or second, or depending where they are. But yeah, anyway, Brems now beats his man, gets in the box, still going, goes for goal. Have not seen Brems score one this year at all. It's the first time I've seen the fullback shoot. As it stands, we're currently lying to 3rd. If we lose this game, we come back towards that fighting group of teams trying to stay up. Win this game, we'll draw this game. A draw's not the worst result. Not a great result if we're looking to win the league and get promoted this season. but not a bad result in terms of staying up. Anyway, ball in, Vestergaard, that's 1-0. It's his first goal for the club. And there we go. We don't score from many set pieces. Good ball in from Jensen. Vestergaard pops it in, and that is 1-0. It's really good to see. I'm almost tempted to actually train Morgenstein to play right back and play him over Jensen, but it's probably... Jensen is quality out there for me. Anyway, 1-0. Pedersen's actually good with the longer delivery if he wants to go with that route, and he actually looks there for Mickey Elson and finds him, and Liddell now gets on it, and he's quick, and away he goes. They can't catch him. Liddell, oh, what a finish, son. Absolutely hit it with power and Ben and Remen, and it's 2-1 Sofia. And there we go. Good header. Liddell's there. And that is a finish and a half. Look at him, just blast it past the keeper into that side netting. You can't save them. And that is 2-1. And from 1-0 down, straight back, bang. It's a quality finish and another highlight. And this is what we've been good at. Liddell, again, we're good at going forward in this system. Ibsen, out there. Jensen now. Inside Harbro, looking for the shoe. He gets there first, straight at the keeper. Really should have done better, especially when your name's the shoe. And he'll be quite annoyed at that because he loves a goal, that boy. But yeah, as it stands with a game in hand, we're equal in points for B93. Anyway, Brun, ball in, bats it. Line go, heads over. Pedersen had it covered. 40-odd minutes played. We are looking good. That's what playing for SFB is all about. It is fighting for that badge, fighting for that shirt, and then going to the pub to have a beer. I'm happy with the performance. The boys look happy this time. Had a couple of poor half-time team talks. Early goal kick here for us, and Pedersen goes short to Robin. And he finds Jensen, who's good on the ball. And Jensen now looks line, looking for the shoe. The shoe in the channel gets on it. In the end, it's a very good block there by the covering fullback to deny the shoe what could have been a goal and a 3-1 lead. Anyway, the ball goes long, cleared away by Harbro, towards Harbro, but Gateshed is on it. And Harbro with a very smart foul. Should be booked for it, isn't booked for it, perfect. 55 minutes played, 2-1 to the good in a big game. Middle fight winning against Brand, which is actually not a bad thing in terms of surviving. And yeah, anyway, Bundegaard goes long. Can we win that, thanks? We do. Brems now. Goes with it. He wins it back, though. He does well. And Vestergaard now inside. Ibsen, good on the ball. We played for the under-19s recently for Denmark as well. Anyway, Jensen now. Sorensen, decently quick. And away he goes, Sorensen, still going down this right-hand side. Ball in's not bad, cleared away and flicked again, but Jensen's going to get on that with some time, and he might whip it from here. He does. Ball in is superb. Liddell is onside. What a goal. It is onside. What a ball from Jensen, ladies and gentlemen. And that is 3-1, and I know you're all screaming for it, and I know you all want it. Liddell out wide. Sorensen off. The Jewel up top, and he prefers a target man role. I'm putting him on it. I'm actually going to put the shoes in advance forward. We're going to go like that. 6'6", target man, do it. Liddell's got it, 3-1 lead. The Jewel is coming to make his debut. And there we go. Jensen now with the ball. Whips it in there. Great ball. Liddell timed his run perfectly. That ball just eliminates everybody. And just says to Liddell, on a platter, finish. The Jewel goes out there. Liddell goes out wide. I'm happy with that. And there we go. And with 75 minutes played, Mortensen is going to make his debut as well. And I'm just going to get him on a little bit more of a support jersey. Just go out there and just do what you need to do. Right? Going over solid debut as well. And Mortensen is coming out there as well. 3-1 to the good. A few of the kids on there as well. Would love a goal right now. Yeah, we can do it. Get Mads on late doors. But it doesn't look like we're going to get a moment for the Jewel. But hey, that's solid. That's a 3-1 win against a very good side here in the division. We came back from 1-0 down against Yamabuk. That did play quite deep. But we went out there. We did the job, boys. We really did do the job. Well done, boys. It's a great win. The boys look up for it, which is nice. And a couple of the youngsters made their debut. It's really good to see. Really, really, really happy with that. I'm going to wait here for the pep talk to be done. As you can see here, we're top equal points with Dallum and B93, and we have a game in hand on both. And we are now, 9 points clear of 7th. So really now pulling away from that relegation fight, which we were in coming into the first game back from the break. And now really putting ourselves in a position where we've got a couple winnable games away from home on the road. 3 games on the road on the road. If we could win all 3, it'd be great. But a couple winnable games, 13th, and Middle Fart. Depends what Middle Fart rocks up, right? But yeah, 6 straight wins. We're looking good. We have games in hand. Next episode is going to be this B93 game, right? We've got B93, Dulham coming up too, and that's going to be your next episode. B93 and Dulham, first and second in the league, or second and third in the league, whatever you want to say. But they're the 2 teams fighting us for this top spot at the moment. So I'm going to bring you both of those games up next episode. And then depending on how the league looks, I'm going to come back and give you the last 3 games of the season against Fisted, Frem, and Nazbai. And hopefully, against those 3, we do the job. But anyway, from Damon and everybody else here, we are on a roll here at the moment of SFB. We had a Golden Generation, the Jewel, the Mortensten. We've had a few other boys as well. Let me know who your favourite was, or the one you think is going to be the best. You saw them all at the start of the episode. I personally love a 6'6" striker, so the Jewel is my man. From Damon and everybody else here, I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.